say she want hood nigga. I keep the perk by the pound. The trunk stay bumped and y'all know we run the town. Hood nigga. And I keep a bad bitch around. Thick bitch, long hair, yellow, white, red, brown. Hood nigga. And my Chevy sitting on 24s. Flats look like flapjack. Pancake, you ain't no hood nigga. I'ma play the game how it go. They can take me out the hood, but I'ma keep it hood, folks. I'm on that good and alcohol. I got some down bitches I can't call. What's that? I don't know what I'ma do without y'all. I'ma fall till the day I fall. Yeah, long as my bitches love me. I can give a darn about no hate long as my bitches love me. I can give a darn about no hate long as these bitches love me. I can give a darn about no hate long as these bitches love me. Let me tell you about this country shit. Country shit. Let me tell you about this country shit. Country shit. Let me tell you about this country shit. Country shit. Let me tell you about this country shit. Country shit. Country shit. Let me tell you about this super fly, dirt, coast, muddy water. Shorty, pop that pussy if you wanna. Let me tell you about this old school Pauline, candy yams and collard greens, pocket full of stones, riding clean.
Well, I'm just one parlay away from a new house, new car. I'm just one parlay away. Trust I'ma take us far. I'm just one parlay away. One parlay away. One parlay away. Oh, I took the Chiefs on over, took my homes on yards. Everything is going good so far. Lakers beating the Knicks, spread is only 6. 2 minutes left in the game, baby. I'm about to hit. Ow!
I need out, yeah, I need out. Blood pressure higher than a body count. Tomorrow she has to go. She's a mama. I think I married a hoe. Married a hoe. I said, mama, I think I married a hoe. I made a mistake, mama. No, oh no. I want you. A man can't do nothing for you. All these hoes ain't loyal. All these hoes ain't loyal. These hoes ain't loyal. These hoes ain't loyal. 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 These hoes ain't loyal. When a rich brother wants you and your man can't do nothing for you. All these hoes ain't loyal. Ain't loyal. Whoa, these hoes ain't loyal. These hoes ain't loyal. These hoes ain't loyal. 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 These hoes ain't loyal.
don't tell me about me. Stop telling 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 me about me. I don't need you to tell me about me.
Man, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Let me get my oldest playing first, y'all. Let's get that going. Yeah. It's been a minute, y'all. It's been a minute, but we back. We back up in here, man. Welcome back to another episode. Let's Talk with Jay vs. Jordan. Also playing on the JVJ Network and on Let's Talk with JVJ on Facebook, man. We trying to trifecta this thing tonight, man. Hope everybody's doing all right. Hope everybody's doing good. As usual, I'm going to ask y'all to do something for your boy because, you know, I always like asking for favors. So can y'all help a brother out by hitting that like button, that subscribe, that share, turn the notifications on. Make sure you click all, man. We trying to grow around here, and I can only do it with y'all help. So, man, I hope y'all do that for your boy. Tonight is cop night as usual. Y'all know that we do this on Thursdays. And this actually going to be a little different than the normal ones we do. Because, you know, normally I got more of an issue with the cops than the citizens in most of the videos. Or at least this first one, y'all, I think is pretty much on the citizen on this one. But we're going to jump into that and see what the hell this little Snowbunny done got herself into, y'all. Yeah, we talking about the Snowbunnies tonight. Ooh-wee. As usual, man, you know, get your cigarettes, get your weed, get whatever you need, y'all. Get whatever you need. We about to jump into this thing. And I did not turn my music down for nothing. Hold up. I did turn down a little bit. I didn't turn down that much. That guy got to get a little lower. All right, there we go, y'all, man. Let's go ahead and get into it. Shout out to the Civil Rights Lord for providing this video. I was going to cover it. It's Reese talking about it because, you know, you make it a little funny, but we need to be serious about this, man, because people can lose their lives and people can end up ruining their lives by doing stupid shit like this. So either way, though, man, let's go ahead and jump into this thing, man. Let's get it and see what we got.
All right. Do I look familiar?
Kind of.
Turn around, put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest for fleeing and eluding law enforcement.
Several of you submitted this video, wanted to know what I thought about it. It was recently posted on the Sergeant Pepper Spray YouTube channel, which I will link below. The title of the video is Cocky Teen Driver Gets Chewed Out by Dad After Fleeing Police. It was posted 9 days ago, already accumulating 3.8 million views. And basically the video is about this dad confronting his 18-year-old daughter who had been caught by a police officer. And dad is the hero, and it's all sort of mocking and humiliating this 18-year-old girl.
You're being cocky, you're not even being polite, you're not even using manners.
Yeah, this has been her the entire time, sir.
An important part of YouTube videos is looking at the comments. I was immediately kind of shocked by the comments here. Very impressed with how her dad reacted, and he was right. Finally, a parent. She can't believe she's being held accountable, love her dad. It's amazing to see how fast her attitude changed after her father talked to her. This is why fathers are needed. The world still has some hope with a parent like that. Her dad is the greatest of all time. She better be thankful for having someone like him in her life and try to be/do better. After watching it myself, I'm actually shocked at not only the behavior of the cop who was involved here, but also I'm shocked at the behavior of this so-called dad.
It's all on body cam. I've been trying to be respectful to her.
Oh, y'all, this might be the first time I might disagree with the civil rights lawyer. We're going to find out. This might be the first time. This might be the first night, first video ever. Because I watched the video already. So, well, not his video, but I watched the original video, the body cam video of this. So I'm ready to see where he goes with this.
But
Right, I don't get it. Like, so you just totally just screwed yourself inside and out for what you just did.
And welcome back to the Civil Rights Lawyer channel, where my goal is not just to show you outrageous body cam videos and crazy things that people have done, but to protect and defend your constitutional rights. Please join me in that mission, not only by subscribing, but also sharing this footage, by liking it, by commenting on it, so that as many people as possible see it. As also the dad of a teenage girl, I'm actually pretty disappointed in the behavior of this father.
So why didn't you pull over at the time when he waved you down to stop? Why didn't you stop?
I mean, I sort of expect that from a police officer who looks like this and talks like that.
it's all on body cam. I've been trying to be respectful to her, but
Right, I don't get it.
But I actually have a way different view of this video, and I really feel sorry for this girl, and I'm really pretty pissed off at her father. So this incident just happened on October 3rd of this year. This happened in Volusia County, Florida, involving the New Smyrna Police Department, and specifically involving this police officer, and his name is Scott Riera. It all started with a completely unrelated investigation, a hit and run outside this gated residential community in Volusia County, Florida. Officer Riera is talking to this witness to the hit and run alongside the highway outside this gated development. By the way, his police cruiser is not there. It's not visible to passing cars. It's actually, if you look closely, parked beyond the gatehouse of that residential development. So I have the officer's actual police report, and he says that while speaking with this witness, standing close to Pioneer Trail Road, he said, "I heard the sound of a loud altered exhaust system coming from the east of my location. I turned to look in that direction. When I did this, I observed a white Ford Mustang actively passing another vehicle at a high rate of speed. The Mustang was passing this vehicle in a no passing zone and appeared to be traveling well over the speed limit. From there, I began walking towards the roadway and signaling for the Mustang to stop. I entered the asphalt shoulder of the westbound Pioneer Trail travel lane, signaling for the Mustang to stop. I did this by holding up the palm of my hand and facing it towards the oncoming Mustang. I did this in a continuous manner to alert the Mustang to stop. As the Mustang approached me, it was not slowing down and still traveling at a high rate of speed. The Mustang then sped by where I was signaling for it to stop. After it passed me, it did not begin to slow down, but instead sped up. I then proceeded."
Hey, so far from the account, we watching the video. The officer is giving his account of the situation. So far, I see what his report seems to be correct so far. So I'm really ready to see where the civil rights lawyer takes this, man. Because right now, everything he said in his report, we just watched. So maybe it's something else.
Proceeded to run to my patrol vehicle and attempt to stop the Mustang in a marked patrol vehicle. I boloed the area in my patrol vehicle, but was unable to locate the vehicle on Pioneer Trail. A short time later, I was driving through the Coastal Woods subdivision. While doing so, I observed the Mustang parallel parked at the intersection of Neverland Trail and Armenia Court. I exited my patrol vehicle and approached the Mustang. The Mustang was unoccupied and there was no one around the vehicle. I felt the hood of the Mustang and it was still warm to the touch. I began canvassing the area. I first went to the residence of 2793 Neverland Drive. The garage door to the residence was opened and there were people in the garage. I asked the people in the garage if they knew who the Mustang belonged to. They stated that it belonged to a female who was at the residence.
Do you guys know whose white Mustang this is?
Tell her to come out.
Yeah, can you have him step out?
And that she had just arrived at the residence. I asked if they could get the female and have her come to the garage. A short time later, the female walked into the garage from inside of the home.
Hi.
The female approached where I was standing. I proceeded to ask her, "Do I look familiar to you?"
Do I look familiar?
Kind of.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
After this, she was detained for further investigation.
Turn around, put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest for fleeing and eluding law enforcement.
What?
I walked.
Well, I be telling y'all, when they put them handcuffs on you, you can argue, you can get a good lawyer to argue that technically you were arrested right there. Whether it's something that comes from it afterwards, it is what it is. He said detained. He told her she was under arrest. I see that discrepancy right there, but let's see. It's got to be more than just that.
Scout flagged you down, told you to stop, and you rapidly accelerated away from me.
What?
Yes, ma'am.
Wait.
It's all on body cam.
You just
Nope, I walked out of the road and was telling you to stop.
walked out on the
Yep,
road. You
correct. And I was telling you to stop. It's all on body cam. You're under arrest for fleeing and eluding law enforcement. Come here.
Can I just call her mom?
Yeah, you can call her mom. Is that on her phone right there? I am a law enforcement officer, fully uniformed, telling you to stop because you're passing all those cars in a double yellow. You passed multiple. It doesn't matter. You still fled law enforcement. And then you rapidly accelerated as you went by me. You didn't stop, didn't do anything, didn't even hit the brakes.
No, I was going to speed limit across.
No, you weren't.
Can I talk to someone else?
It was just me there. I don't know who you want to talk to. Who do you want to talk to?
Maybe your supervisor?
Yeah, he's on his way. You're more than welcome to. That's fleeing and eluding law enforcement. So,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Right now, I'm still trying to figure out where. Maybe when they get the dad on the phone, that'll be it. But right now, besides him misstating that he detained her and he arrested her, can you argue that shit? But I'm still trying to see the egregious part right now because we did see him walk out to the street and put his hand out. I would be thinking somebody's trying to get me to stop. I would think that, but I wonder what the law says. Is it a reasonable person or some shit like that? But he did get her passing, so he got her on that. But let's go.
Sit down for me. Do you have anything on you? Because I have a female that's going to come search you.
No.
Okay.
All right, we're just a few minutes into this video, and what is the major problem?
I would say the major problem is that y'all letting us sit down and chill and stuff before you took her, put her in the car. She already kind of admitted to doing what you said she did. Something similar to it, but not exactly. But, I'm surprised y'all letting somebody call somebody and letting them sit down, because I'll be seeing how they be doing some other folks.
Constitutionally speaking, that is screaming at us right now. Where is this police officer? He is literally inside the garage of this house arresting this girl. He doesn't even yet know who she is. He doesn't know whether she lives there, whether she does not live there. What he does know is that she is inside that house. He ordered her out and arrested her, and now he's inside her house. Police violate the Fourth Amendment when they effect a warrantless arrest at the threshold of a home where they lack probable cause and either exigent circumstances or consent. There's a U.S. Supreme Court case called Payton versus New York that says that police officers cannot arrest people at their homes without an arrest warrant. And does it matter if it's the guest at a home or a resident? No. There's a 1981 U.S. Supreme Court case, Stiegel versus United States, that says a police officer may not conduct a warrantless search of a third party's home in an attempt to apprehend the subject of an arrest warrant, absent consent or exigent circumstances. And there's also a 1990 U.S. Supreme Court case, Minnesota versus Olson, that says even overnight guests at a home have a reasonable expectation of privacy at the home they are visiting and therefore are afforded full Fourth Amendment protections to that home while they are visiting. So here, what the officer does know is this is a home. He does not have a warrant, and yet he's inside this home arresting this girl. His report does not.
I ain't gonna hold you, y'all. I think this is gonna get thrown out by a judge if somebody tried to fight that on those grounds. Me personally, because I'm like, is he standing in the garage right now? Yes. Is that technically their property? Yes. Could that technically be considered a violation? Yeah, but they kind of let him in now. They kind of let him in there. He called her outside. She didn't have to come outside. The mama outside snitched on her from the get-go, but she probably didn't know what the hell was going on. So she's like, yeah, tell her to come out. Soon she walks out. She walks all the way up to the cop. He tells her to turn the fuck around, puts her in handcuffs. He was still outside of the garage when he did that. Now he's standing inside of it, but I'm like, look, man, I don't know. Look, depending on what state it's in, I think it's in Florida. I wouldn't go into the courtroom. Me personally, I wouldn't go into the courtroom and have my lawyer argue that right there, because it'll be a toughie for me. And y'all know I don't like the police. That'll be a toughie for me on that one.
Not mention anything about him getting a warrant prior to arresting this girl at this residence. Therefore, unless the government can establish an applicable exception, this is an illegal, unconstitutional arrest. And the only applicable exception that I could see would be exigent circumstances. Now, nobody has called the police from this house. There's no emergency occurring inside the house. The only possible defense to this is what they call a hot pursuit. Under the hot pursuit doctrine, a police officer may make a warrantless entry into private property to arrest a suspect who is attempting to avoid arrest by fleeing into private property. But in order for this exception to apply, the arrest must have been, quote, set in motion in a public place. And furthermore, there must be some sort of chase that has occurred, which involves the immediate or continuous pursuit of the suspect from the scene of the crime. Here, there was no immediate and continuous pursuit. We can see from the timestamps on the body cam that it was about 10 minutes later that...
Yeah, I mean, he was searching for her the whole time, though. I guess you could say not a hot pursuit, but he was chasing her. He was trying to get her. What up, man? I see Theo in the building. And Kenny, I saw you too with that Snowbunny Lover Network thing. What up, Theo, man? I ain't seen Theo forever, man. I've been busy around here, but not busy doing YouTube. We're getting back to it, though. Man, I don't know, man. I'm not... This look, man, I wouldn't want to be somebody that had to judge this one right here. Cause I mean, like, little mama, I got the video you speeding and going around cars. Now, if you don't want, we ain't got to get you with the fleeing and the looting, but I got you on this right here. So you at least gonna get these tickets. Now, if y'all want to come back and try to sue the officer after that, I like do your thing if you think that's gonna work. But if I was on the jury, I probably wouldn't. Give her $5. Like, give her $5 for this shit or something. I don't know what to tell you, man. That doesn't seem, man. That don't seem egregious to me. I've seen them do way worse, bro, and get away with that shit. So I'm like if that's
this cop is driving around and he happens to find this Mustang parked at this residence. He did not pursue it to this residence. He said he put out a bolo and he's driving around looking for it and he finds it. Furthermore, the conversation between this girl and the officer, there's no indication that there was a chase at all. He's just saying he tried to flag her down and she kept going. There was no police chase. There was no immediate and continuous pursuit. Therefore, there can be no hot pursuit doctrine. There can be no exigent circumstances exception to the Fourth Amendment here. There can be no doubt that this guy standing in the garage, arresting this woman, he had to have a warrant. And so everything he's...
What the hell I'm saying? Didn't he say he had to, like when he read the report, didn't he say he had to speed up to catch her and shit? Yeah, it's in his report. I think he said that. But here, let's make sure.
Of that residential development. So I have the officer's actual police report, and he says that while speaking with this witness, standing close, I began walking towards the roadway and signaling for the Mustang to stop. I entered the asphalt shoulder of the westbound Pioneer Trail travel lane, signaling for the Mustang to stop. I did this by holding up the palm of my hand and facing it towards the oncoming Mustang. I did this in a continuous manner to alert the Mustang to stop. As the Mustang approached me, it was not slowing down and still traveling at a high rate of speed. The Mustang then sped by where I was signaling for it to stop. After it passed me, it did not begin to slow down, but instead sped up. I then proceeded to run to my patrol vehicle and attempt to stop the Mustang in a marked patrol vehicle. I boloed the area in my patrol vehicle, but was unable to...
So he was trying to catch... I'm just saying, like, in his report, it's showing that he was trying to catch her, and it kind of looked like he was briskly walking, because he wasn't running back to his vehicle, but he briskly walking. But at least they got him saying it in the damn report, I guess. I don't know, man. But I don't know about this one right here, y'all, man. I don't know about this.
Arresting this girl at this residence. Therefore, unless the government can establish an applicable exception, this is an illegal, unconstitutional arrest. And the only applicable exception that I could see would be exigent circumstances. Now, nobody has called the police from this house. There's no emergency of the crime. Here in the case that has occurred. For this hot pursuit doctrine, a police officer may make a warrantless, no immediate and continuous pursuit. Therefore, there can be no hot pursuit doctrine. There can be no exigent circumstances exception to the Fourth Amendment here. There can be no doubt that this guy standing in the garage, arresting this woman, he had to have a warrant. And so everything he's doing is illegal. And then it just gets even worse. This girl is under arrest inside this garage. This is...
Well, here you go, look, if that's the case, then a lot of us done got arrested and our Fourth Amendment been violated, because I done got arrested at my house. You know, they say even your front porch is still considered a part of your house. So if they put handcuffs on you right there, that's still a Fourth Amendment violation. How many people done went to jail in America over that? Probably a lot. I don't know. Maybe I've been traumatized so much that I just think that's normal. But you know, he still didn't walk up in there like without it already kind of seeming like everybody was okay. Like they never told him to stop and shit. And that's one thing. But I guess telling them to stop don't really mean nothing when it comes down to that, because I argue against that shit regardless of what they tell you to stop. Fucking she walked outside and he put them handcuffs on her when he was standing outside the garage. I still saw that point. Now he is standing there now, but that's a toughie right there for me, y'all. I'm sorry, man. It's a toughie for me right here.
All illegal. Ultimately, it's going to have to be thrown out in court. The officer is claiming that she committed this felony offense of fleeing and eluding. which is chicken shit. Everybody knows that she did not commit that crime. There was no police chase. First of all, he looks like a mall security guard. There was no police car with lights that she's running from. It would be a perfectly reasonable thing not to stop on the side of the road for somebody in a white shirt and some YMCA knee-high boots on some creepy-looking man. So we all know.
Damn! Hey, still right, Lloyd just got something off his chest, y'all. He just got something off his chest, man. I'm gonna let him say that again. That was actually pretty good, bro. That was actually pretty good, man.
There was no police car with lights that she's running from. It would be a perfectly reasonable thing not to stop on the side of the road for somebody in a white shirt and some YMCA knee-high boots on some creepy-looking man. So we all know she did.
Damn, man, that's just funny, man. Hey, still right, look, I might not agree with you on this one right here, but that was funny. That was really funny, man. That was really funny. YMCA boots, knee-high boots. Damn.
Not commit any felony. Yet this cop is recording on his body cam inside this garage illegally. Now, this conversation between this young girl, her brain's not even fully developed, she's barely an adult, this important conversation, private, personal conversation with her father. And this cop's trying to get her on a felony when all she did really at best was speeding, maybe a couple other minor traffic violations. But this cop is just a real dick and he wants to get her on a felony, destroy her life. And her father, who is supposed to protect her, to guide her, perhaps he hasn't done that. I don't know. She does seem spoiled or entitled with this Mustang at 18 years old that she clearly can't afford without her parents. But in any event, this is way more important than that. This is about the rest of her life. So her father now participates in this cop trying to ruin her life.
This is the most ridiculous thing ever. Okay, once you're done.
I know, I agree. Fleeing law enforcement is pretty ridiculous. I absolutely agree. And I'm also towing your car and putting it on a 30-day hold. So just let me know.
They're arresting me for fleeing and eluding. I passed in a double line, and then an officer came. I said, I'm getting arrested because an officer said I was fleeing and eluding. I was driving on. He came out and ran in front of, like, he half ran in front of my, like, he didn't even fully run in front of my car. And then now I'm getting arrested for it because I parked in. Because he said I was fleeing, but he wasn't even behind me with lights on or anything.
Doesn't matter. Don't need to be. I absolutely don't need to have light sirens activated. I'm a fully uniformed law enforcement officer telling you to stop.
Do you have your laptop in there? I did. I don't know.
Can I talk to him?
Yeah.
Officer Riera.
Okay.
All right, I'm just gonna let it play, man. It's this one. Matter of fact, I'm just drop the link for y'all, man. Cause somebody help me out, man. Am I off? Am I off on this one? I might be off on this one, y'all. For some reason, I might just be off my game, y'all. But I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing anything really crazy or egregious going on right now that I haven't seen happen 1,000 times. Maybe I'm traumatized from that shit, man. Maybe that's it. But damn, this right here, I'm saying, like, I'm trying to figure out what the civil rights lawyer is getting at right now. Okay, you want to argue the 4th Amendment? Okay, I got you. So what we about to do right now, what we about to argue right here, because I don't know, man. Let me watch that last little part real quick.
Behind me with lights on or anything.
Doesn't matter. Don't need to be. I absolutely don't need to have light sirens activated. I'm a fully uniformed law enforcement officer telling you to stop.
Do you have your laptop in there? I did.
I want to see if he just grabbed the phone
Can I
without
talk to
whatever.
him? Yeah. Officer Riera.
Okay.
So he said, if he say something about him talking to her dad on the phone, we did just hear that girl say yeah, because I think that's what he about to try to get at. But she literally, he asked her, can I talk to your dad? And she said yeah, and moved her face to like give him the phone.
They're telling you to stop.
Do you have your laptop in there? I did.
Who is asking about a laptop?
Can I talk to him?
Somewhere.
Officer Riera.
Okay.
Say it.
Hey there, it's
Oh.
Officer Riera, New Smyrna Beach Police
I'm ready to
Department.
see which angle you get at.
What officer who?
Officer Riera with the New Smyrna Beach Police Department.
Hey, Riera, how you
Okay,
doing?
good. So literally, I'm in the middle of the road. I'm a fully uniformed police officer telling her to stop. Not only does she not even apply the brakes, she rapidly accelerates away from me to the point where I have to jump in my car, which was parked several hundred feet away because I was investigating a hit and run crash. And now all of a sudden she's gone nowhere. So then I obviously find the car and make contact with her. So I don't need to have lights and sirens on behind her or anything like that. I'm a fully uniformed police officer. I was given clear hand signals to stop. And I have a witness who was the victim of my hit and run crash who watched the entire thing. So, of course, that meets statute requirements for fleeing and eluding. I don't mean to be a jerk about it or anything like that, but that's where we're at, okay?
How far did she go from when you tried to gesture her to stop?
Over a mile. So she didn't try to pull off the road down the street, nothing like that.
Was she able to see you or?
Oh yeah, I am in a she just told me I saw him in my uniform, so that's all I need. And I know she saw me because I was about in the middle of the road to where before she would run me over, so I didn't want to get ran over because she was already doing 65
Yeah, you wasn't in the middle of the road now. That's a lot right there.
plus. So I have everything I need for fleeing and eluding. It is what it is. So she can take it to court. It's going to go to court no matter what. But that's what I have. It meets statute requirements. That's what we're doing. Okay.
Okay. Can you put her back on the phone?
Yeah, you're on speaker.
Okay. It's just so
Yeah.
All right. So you'll probably be in jail for the weekend then.
yeah. Okay.
So
Because you're not gonna get out right away. Why were you going that fast down?
I passed one car. I passed one car because he was going like 30, and I passed him.
This is my daughter's friend. Embarrassing.
So why didn't you pull over at the time when he waved you down to stop? Why didn't
Yeah, she think it's shit funny. Hey, it kind of is a little bit, but
you stop?
Because it wasn't like he was. I really didn't even know. I just saw a person in white and black, and then
doing this.
he had one hand out, and it wasn't like he was in front of my car like that. He like literally was from the side, like completely the side. I wasn't going 60. That's a hearsay. I was not going 60. From 30 to 60, I can't just do that when I'm in the other line going over to the other side.
So when he came to pull you over,
He didn't. He came over and found my car and pulled.
It's all on body cam, sir. I was almost in the roadway. The reason I didn't go all the way in the roadway is because she was going so fast I didn't want to get hit by her.
Let her finish
Because
her
obviously I
story.
could see that she was not slowing
It
down.
was just what he thinks.
okay. You're being so cocky.
I'm actually an instructor for speed measurement, so smart.
I'm not laughing.
I wouldn't be laughing. It's a felony. You committed a felony. Don't laugh at that.
Yeah, I mean, you're being cocky. You're not even being polite. You're not even using manners.
Yeah, this has been her the entire time, sir.
I know. That's what I don't get with it.
that was a lot right there. That ain't been her the entire time. She just got like that just talking to her dad when the attitude started coming out. She just got like that. And she still kind of went back to doing what she was doing before. She just started making faces kind of like she was so confused about shit. She ain't really been having no attitude with you. Like, not for real. She ain't even had no attitude with you right then. She was talking to her daddy. She was talking to her daddy, bro. She wasn't talking to you. She been polite to you the whole time.
It's just total ridiculous. So you don't understand what you just did.
I do.
Oh, you do you? Really? Like, how do you understand what you're doing? Because you're being a smartass the whole time to me, too. So I can only imagine how you're speaking to an officer.
It's all on body cam. I've been trying to be respectful to her, but
Right, I don't get it. Like, so
The girl
you
that
just
been being
totally
rude to you.
just screwed yourself inside and out for what you just did. Big time. Because now your car's going to get towed to the impound. You're going to have to pay to get that out, too, now.
Yeah, he said 30 days.
yep, there's going to be a 30-day hold on it. There's going to be a 30-day hold on it.
So your nursing stuff is going to be screwed up now too, because you don't have no damn manners. And you know what? It's going to take something like this to fuck you up now, and now you're done because you're so goddamn arrogant and cocky the whole damn time. When you could
Go ahead.
talk to the officer normally, when you did it, you had to be a real jerk, didn't you? I know you can't bullshit me. He's got the body cam on. So you just totally screwed your whole shit up. Nursing degree, everything. You just did it because you're being invincible. But guess what? You're going to spend a weekend in jail, and you'll see how invincible you are. And you know what? It might teach you a lesson now, maybe. You know? Because you just don't listen. You don't listen. It's finally caught up to you.
Did you hear your dad?
All right, so when you get to jail, you get one phone
Or
call.
just follow her instructions?
So you better figure out who you're going to call, you know, to get you out of jail. So when you call your mom and start bitching at her and stuff, she going to make you sit. You call me, I'll make you ass sit too, because I'm not putting up with this shit. You know, you got an attitude. It's got to change. It's got to change. It's ridiculous. This might be your game changer. You know, you could have been probably polite to the officer from the get-go, and you probably wouldn't be in the situation you are right now. And I bet if you asked the officer that, your cockiness is probably what put you in that position right there. I guarantee it.
All right. She's getting searched right now by a female deputy. Do you have anything else for her? If not, we're gonna load her up and do some paperwork. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. No problem.
Yes, isn't that just great parenting? What a great dad. All of you guys in those comments were exactly right. If only more dads were like that. I wonder if the dad has since changed his mind about all of the things that he said. Because looking up the case, it's actually still pending. I believe she has court tomorrow. What is she charged with? She's charged with 1 count of felony fleeing or attempting to elude a police officer. So this cop, aided by prosecutors in Volusia County, Florida, are still currently trying to convict this 18-year-old girl of a felony, trying to make her a convicted felon. No criminal record, no actual police chase occurred. They have nothing better to do than make her a convicted felon. And all thanks to Dad. Thanks a lot, Dad.
So why didn't you pull over at the time when he waved you down to stop? Why didn't you stop? You're being cocky. You're not even being polite. You're not even using manners.
Yeah, this has been her the entire time, sir.
Now, it's at the very early stages, and one would think that when the actual prosecutor takes a look at this, that he or she would come to their senses and dismiss these charges and not try to make this girl a convicted felon. I would be shocked if that did end up happening, especially in light of the fact that her arrest was illegal, that her statements were obtained illegally, not to mention the fact that I didn't hear any Miranda rights being read. She was in custody and she was being asked questions which elicited potentially incriminating information. All of this evidence against her should be thrown out anyways. And all they should be left with is this cop claiming that he tried to stop her and she kept going. So if there's no statement from her, a reasonable doubt would be, well, maybe she didn't even see him. Boom, case closed. But anyways, we know how Florida is. Yet another Florida video showing our law enforcement officers there hard at work fighting crime. I will link the video at Sergeant Pepper Spray in the description below. I will also link the relevant authorities. If I hear anything else, I will do an update, and you can follow along by subscribing both here and
I just don't know, y'all. I might be off on this one, but I don't agree. I don't agree. Like, it's kind of hard to unsee something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, once you see it, it's kind of hard to unsee something. And I saw her do exactly what the officer claimed she did. Like, the fleeing and eluding, if you want to try to get that thrown up out of there because she kept going or whatever, even though she admitted to saying she saw him, but she claimed, she can also claim that I didn't know what he was trying to do. I'll try to just keep staying in my lane and go around him. She can use that. But they got her on the speeding. They got her on the speeding and illegally going around the car in a double yellow. They got her on that. So the dad, I ain't gonna load it. The dad, sometimes your kids do need to be spoken to a certain type of way. I did, though, get the sense that he was trying to get some shit off his chest. I did get that sense. I will admit that. I'll admit that. It seemed like he was trying to get something off his chest. But what he was saying, to a certain extent, he was in the right. But he kept going. He kept going, though. I was like, damn, dude, you didn't say what you done said. But he kept going. That's why I felt like he was trying to get something off his chest. But him and the officer tag teaming her in the conversation. I guess you could say that that's a little too much. Look, we done seen way worse, y'all. We cover videos where the next one I'm about to show y'all way worse than that. So I'm like, I just don't get it. I just might be off on this one. The civil rights lawyer might be saying it the right way, and I'm just in my feelings about something. I don't know. I've been real happy lately, but hey, some deep stuff could possibly pop up. I don't know. She shouldn't have went around him like that. She should have stopped. Cause you already know us, we gonna stop. And I ain't got time to be dealing with that, bro. I ain't got time to be dealing with none of that bullshit y'all gonna try to chalk up on somebody, cause you already gonna try to hit. You already fucking with me, so you already gonna try to hit me. I'm not gonna give you any more ammunition. And maybe she just didn't think nothing of it. But hey, she grown, she can deal with it. I didn't see nothing wrong with it, man. I'll be honest with y'all. I ain't see nothing wrong with it. Not no serious shit. Not nothing worthy of like, hey, we need to sue these motherfuckers. I didn't see it. But that's neither here nor there, man. We going to this next one, man. Supposedly these cops, they cost the taxpayers $4 million because they shot this and just say it like it is. They shot this white dude in the eye, and now he blinded. But supposedly the officer got promoted too after doing it. So yeah, let's see how this shit goes, y'all. Let's see how this goes right here.
I'm gonna tase you.
Hold up now. My bad. I ain't got it up on screen. It's been a while, y'all. We getting back to it. And shout out again to the civil rights lawyer. It's another one of his right here. All right, go back.
I'm gonna tase you, dude. Yeah, baby. Woo!
You may have seen in the news a federal jury in Michigan just awarded $4 million to a man who got his eyeball squished like a grape after being sucker punched by a police officer for no reason. Daniel Reith was on his way to a roofing job. He and his coworker Ryan stopped at Ryan's house to get some tools. As they walked through the neighborhood, a neighbor got suspicious. She called the police on a non-emergency number, reporting that she didn't recognize the two younger-looking kids who were walking through her neighborhood. The Clinton Township Police apparently didn't have much going on that day, so they sent the cavalry, 8 police cruisers in total, who scrambled to the scene, even speeding and weaving through oncoming traffic, as if they were heading to a bank robbery. Now, when Daniel saw this, having had prior bad experiences with law enforcement, he left Ryan's house and he headed towards his bus stop. But then Officer Brock said he spotted him. He got out of his police car and he chased him down.
I'm gonna tase you, dude. Yeah, baby. Woo!
Whooping a battle cry as if he was a Viking about to murder some monks. And actually, officer said he wasn't all that far off. When he caught up to Daniel, he sucker punched him in the face, which ended up squishing Daniel's eyeball like a grape, permanently blinding him. So now I'm going to introduce you to the civil rights lawyer who represented Daniel in that trial.
The officer took one of his hands, put it on our guy, pulled him, and then punched with his other hand.
And he's going to tell you all the juicy details. I'm sorry, did you say that you brought a grape into the courtroom?
So we got like a big juicy grape. You know, not a small one, not like a wine grape that you see, but like one of the big, juiciest grapes at Kroger. Boom.
What I thought I would ask you, if you don't mind, is...
Say this ahead of time. White people don't commit crimes, so I don't know how this happened. White people don't commit crime. They don't run from the police. That's just a black person thing. So I'm highly confused right now, y'all. Y'all sense the sarcasm?
I assume that you remember what you came out with to this jury, and it obviously turned out well. Like, what was the sort of opening phrase, like the opening paragraph or so, that you said to this jury when the judge asked you to stand up and begin your opening?
I didn't want to focus on him, what he did, because it was, they had a lot to they wanted to victimize him. So the focus was on what the police officer did. look, we trust and we love our police officers, but they have to follow certain rules. Those rules protect them and they protect the community. They protect all of us. And the police officer in this case, he violated the rules. He got angry and he sucker punched someone in the face when he didn't need to, and he caused catastrophic and permanent injuries to them. There was a call, it wasn't to 911. A neighbor called the non-emergency line, right? So she had to like go in her phone book or website, look up, hey, what is my local police station's non-emergency number? Because she didn't want to call 911. And she called that there was 2 kids who were cutting through yards. And she said, I don't know what they're doing. It could be suspicious. So
damn Karen. Damn Karen. Karen and got this boy eye knocked out. Damn, Karen, you the nexus of this, Karen. Karen is you.
Response from the police. And she said, look, I want somebody to drive by and just like kind of do some like community policing, like just see what's going on. Right. And this lady testified in our case because she felt horrible about what happened. So the
she should have. She caused that boy to lose his eye because she was being nosy. It's always motherfucker can't mind they damn business, man. Find you some business people. Y'all, like for real, find you some business. Stop calling armed gunmen because your Scooby sense going off. Like all these people, master detectives, and getting people hemmed up, bro. Getting people messed up. And that didn't cost your taxpayers $4 million. Because I saw that paper. That thing said $4 million. You done cost your city, your taxes. You don't want to go into the illegals and all this other shit. You cost your people them taxes $4 million because you ain't got no business. Mind your business. If you saw them like pulling on windows or something like that, yeah, call them in. But somebody just walking across the grass? Like, find you some business, bitch. Like for real, cause that ain't cool right there.
Police send Clinton Township Police Department sends like 8 cars, so there must have not been a lot going on that day. They send like 8 cars or 8 officers, and we have footage right from the beginning. They're amped up and looking for a beat, right? So they drive into oncoming traffic to chase and find our client.
That is a little crazy,
completely
though.
Unnecessary and endangered.
That is a lot of overkill right there. I ain't gonna hold you on that. And I'm still not on the officer side on this one, y'all. I'm actually on the dude side, but we got to figure out why he out here running though. But I know he said something earlier, but yeah, they driving crazy.
People driving down the street. I mean, to have all these police cars zipping in oncoming traffic head on, making turns for a report of some kids going through a yard.
7-6
Okay.
Yeah, that's overkill. That's overkill to the nth degree. That's serious.
Hot night time to end that fence.
Okay, it's going that way?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, look at it. Karen.
One northbound.
Karen. Look, Karen. Look, Karen.
Where is your client when officer said he first sees him?
Damn, Karen.
So our client gets off a bus. He's going to a job site to do some work, and he cuts through a yard. Okay. And when the officer arrives, he sees him walking down the street. There's no sidewalks in this particular area. So you kind of have to walk on the side of the street, and he's just walking down the street, right? And the police officer tries to, starts like aggressively, like, stop.
Come here.
We want to talk to you. And our guy, who's had some not so pleasant experiences with the police in the past, who hadn't done anything wrong at this point, who didn't have any illegal items on him or anything, but had some negative experiences with the police, said, I don't want to talk to you. I didn't do anything. He just got off of the bus. And so he walked away. That's when the officers started to like go on this like rampage to go and try to arrest him, apparently, or detain him. And then he took off running at that point.
I'm gonna tase you, dude. Yeah, baby. Woo! Come here.
Then the defendant officer.
And what's his name?
Brocksetti.
Rocksteady.
Rocksteady.
And it's the Clinton Township Police Department?
Yeah, here in Macomb County, Michigan.
At the time that he takes off running, has any crime even been reported to the officer?
No, the only thing that was reported was there was 2 kids in the neighborhood walking through backyards. That was it. They didn't know if our guy was that guy or not. They suspected that he was one of the 2 kids that was walking through backyards.
So do you believe there was any reasonable suspicion to detain your client in the first place?
Absolutely not. I mean, there was no crime. There was no reasonable suspicion. And even if there was reasonable suspicion, it was so minor. It wasn't, hey, somebody's breaking into houses. It wasn't, there's been burglaries in the neighborhood. It was 2 kids are walking through a backyard on a non-emergency line, right?
The thing that stood out to me with the body cam is how excited this officer was that somebody was running from him. He was celebrating as he's closing in on him.
Yeah, I didn't get that. That motherfucker said, "What?" Like, he got a little hyped up. That was a little. Man, he might need to go get him a psych eval. I don't know if he should be on the force. That was a little weird.
I'm gonna tase you, dude. Yeah, baby. Woo!
Yeah, he was excited. It was like a mall cop, right? You ever see like a mall cop gone haywire? It's like,
man, look, I can see the cop defending people come in and be like, man, look, he's just happy to do his job. He's just happy to do his job, y'all. He gets hyped up when he gets to do his job.
They're bored at the mall. I was just at the mall with my family, right? They're like walking around. They're seeing everybody doing all this nice shopping. They don't look that happy. It's like they're like waiting for like an opportunity to like go do something. And that's exactly, this was a mall cop syndrome. All right. Not that there's anything wrong with mall cops out there, but this guy was excited to be able to basically use force, excited to be able to attack our guy. It wasn't just a punch, it was a sucker punch. I think that there's a lot of meaning in that word. When somebody hears that somebody gets sucker punched, I think the word sucker punch, it's like by surprise, kind of a cheap shot, dishonest. It has those connotations. That's what he did.
All right, I'm done. Hurry up, no. Hurry up. I'm done. Get on your stomach now. Get on your stomach, I'm gonna punch you. Get on your stomach now. You got your stomach now. Get on your stomach. Shit ton of drugs. Get on your stomach now. Get on your stomach now. The did I say? Here he comes. Put your hand behind your back. Here he comes. Please help me up. Please, God, help me up. Please. Please, I can't breathe. Relax. Cuff me, please. Give me a chance to breathe, please. I'm anxiety.
So it looks like he's running after him and they get to a fence. And your client's on the other side of the fence. Where in relation to that did the punch take place?
So our client ran over the fence, he fell down, and then the officer was in close pursuit. And then like right after that, just like ran up to him, grabbed him, punched him.
Did the punch take place after the officer crosses the fence as well?
Yeah.
Because he kind of grabs him on the other side of the fence, right? And then the officer jumps over the fence. And it was then that he punched him.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, this was a calculated sucker punch. I think because our Daniel was on a lower spot, right? So he's down and he's just kind of like turned to look like this. I mean, it was the worst possible angle. That's why you're not supposed to use that
Fuck you, Uncanny.
type of strike. You're supposed to use like an open hand strike or, the legs, the ribs. No force was really necessary here. Our guy had given up. He had said, okay. So, I mean,
hey, look, man, the officer's in the wrong on this one, man. I ain't finna sit through that, man. The officer's in the wrong. They in the wrong. Like, you didn't hit that dude like that. And you squish his eye. Like, that's the worst part. You squish his eye. So that's nasty. And yeah, I'm on the side of the guy. He got his $4 million. Yeah, I'm just gonna get up off of that one, y'all, because I don't want to hear about a guy getting his ass squished. I really don't want to hear about that, man. That was just yeah, he shouldn't have hit him like that, bro. But I still I did want to know why he was running though, why he was running, but neither here nor there.
People love
yeah,
to
we
say
about to
Trump
actually
didn't create racism, and no, he didn't. But if this video,
all right, I did run across this earlier today in my free time. And it was very interesting. They found this Karen, man. Since we just had a Karen in the video talking about, yeah, he just went down that way. We got another Karen, but she got a problem with her Mexican or Hispanic neighbors. And this is just amazing right here, y'all. This is just amazing right here. I'm like, because I was told this stuff doesn't exist. And, people aren't like that, We always just make it about that. All the little talking points. Trying to see this Karen right here. And shout out to, we got another Becky, but she ain't getting arrested. She just going to tell us about it. Shout out to, what's her channel? Caitlin Speaks. Yeah, just picture what Caitlin looks like. Caitlin Speaks. All right, let's go and get into this one, man. This one was pretty good. I ain't gonna lie, I laughed at this one.
people love to say Trump didn't create racism, and no, he didn't. But if this video is any indication, there are a whole lot of people in the United States who now feel emboldened to openly express their racism because they know that someone at the top, the very top, is on their side.
So
what?
Well, because of what you were doing today, you can't just be
What did I
flipping people off, making them feel uncomfortable.
Because a Mexican stopped me.
Okay, I don't think that's what happened.
You know what? They need to go back to Mexico.
Okay, you can't be saying things like that.
Yeah, I can.
No,
yeah, I can. No, it's not racist.
Hey, look, and it started off quick too. Like Karen didn't even give us like 30 seconds to warm up to this shit. She just went straight into it like she didn't even give a fuck, man. Let's start it over.
Because a Mexican stopped me.
Okay, I don't think that's what happened.
You know what? They need to go back to Mexico.
Okay, you can't be saying things like that. All
Yeah,
right?
I can.
No,
yeah, I can. No, it's not racist.
So here's the thing, Tracy.
Tracy. Our president of the United States.
Tracy.
Our president of the United States, Trump.
Tracy.
Hey, y'all remember a long time ago, I was saying this when I was covering the videos about Trump. Even when he ran against Hillary, when he ran against Joe the second time, and when he ran against Kamala last time, even with Joe/Kamala. I was telling motherfuckers, I'm like, yeah, they was like, why you think he racist? People always question me, why you think he's racist? Well, look. He can say he ain't racist, but the racists think he racist. Why she calling out Trump's name right now in this situation? What you doing right now, lady, is racist, and you call on the name of Trump. Look, he ain't gotta be racist. Y'all can tell me all day that he ain't. Well, the racists think he is. How about that? The racists think he is. So go talk to them. Go talk to them about that shit. Cause I don't. Let's let it keep going. Let Karen keep going.
No impact right here. That's neither here nor there. Okay. They live over there. You live over here. All right. We're gonna stay like that, but if you start touching people's cars, leaving notes on it, listen, just listen.
Time out. Time the out.
I've seen the notes.
Time the out. When did you see the notes?
She just showed them to me.
When?
Just now.
From when?
It's in the past. I don't know. She said it started.
It's in the past.
She said it started.
It's in the past.
The notes are
right.
But the behavior is continuing.
I don't give a shit.
So you've been putting racist notes on their cars. She said, you can't say nothing to me pretty much about it because it was in the past. You admitted that you did it, baby. Like this how bold motherfuckers is in 2020. Man, look, 2025, these motherfuckers bold.
Okay, well, you probably should because that's why we're here. No. And then this could lead to criminal charges if things...
Criminal charges for what? Because they need to go back to Mexico?
We can start with disorderly conduct.
Disorderly conduct for what?
At the very least.
Well,
You're alarming and disturbing people.
Disturbing people how?
They don't feel safe because of what you're doing and saying and how you're acting.
Right, because they park their car on my street?
Your street is, you do not own the street.
Oh, okay, so...
You're more than welcome to park your car there so they can't.
Okay, so... Trump says
Trump has nothing to do with North
Trump's
Laurel
our
right now.
president.
I understand that, but he has nothing
You understand that, right?
Yes, but he has
Okay,
nothing
you
to do with
understand
North
that,
Laurel.
right? Correct?
Correct.
You understand that?
Yes.
Okay. Do you understand that?
Tracy, you've asked me that 4 times in a row, and I've said the same thing.
And
Hey, look, they should have arrested her ass for being drunk. She sound drunk. She sound drunk as hell. Oh, Lord. Public intoxication get her. The girl out here telling me, you understand that? Yes. You understand that? Yes. Do you understand that? Yes. Do you understand that? Hey, bitch, I done told you 4 times. I understand that. This whole drunk. Either way, though, let's keep going, man. This is funny to me right now. She drunk and racist at the same time.
I've said the same thing to you.
No,
They park there.
They can do that.
They can do that. And
Yes.
they're looking at me.
It's a public street. Everyone pays the same
Listen,
taxes.
I pay the same taxes too.
All right, then you can also park your car there. But this is
I don't park my car there.
Tracy, can we all agree that this is a little ridiculous?
No, I can't agree. I can't agree.
Okay.
She drunk.
Jackass is contacting me via
That
no
doesn't-
caller ID.
I don't
right?
care, Tracy.
Yeah, you don't care
I
because
don't care about that. I'm not
I
here for
could
that.
die
I'm
and you
not
don't
here for
care.
I am not here for that. What
You
I
don't
think you need
care.
to do is go inside.
I think you need to
Go
go
inside.
deed him out.
Tracy, I can put a front line in so that people do extra patrols in the neighborhood for that.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to
But-
talk to him now.
That's
Okay?
fine. But he's gonna
Because
probably
you
tell
are
the same
nothing.
Tracy,
Like my dad served in the U.S. Army,
If you want to talk to him, then
and
talk
you
to
don't
him.
deserve a flag on your casket.
Okay.
So I'm going to talk to him.
Okay.
And then she decides to talk to the other cop because she thinks that'll work out better for her, but it in fact does not. In fact, it's
you can't be
worse.
targeting them because they're a
I
certain
didn't say
race.
they were a certain race.
Well, you said they were Mexican. They had to go back to Mexico.
Well,
You said that.
they do.
No, they don't. They're citizens here
Well-
that can stay here.
How do you lie? Hold on. How do you lie and say you didn't say something about their race? And then when the motherfucker said, yeah, you did, you say, I don't care. Oh, I gotta play that sequence again. That was good. That was really good right there. That was really good.
Mexico.
Well,
You said that.
they do.
No, they don't.
You said they
Well,
do.
you said they're.
But it in fact does not. In fact, it's
You can't be
worse.
targeting them because they're a
I
certain
didn't say
race.
they were a certain race.
Well, you said they were Mexican. They had to go back to Mexico.
Well,
You said that.
they do.
No, they don't. They're citizens.
I love it, man. I love it, man. I love it, man. I love it. I love it. This was gold right here, bro. That's crazy, man. That lady don't give a fuck. And she drunk. I can tell she drunk right now. That's crazy. I know one when I see one. But let her keep going. She said they do need to go back to Mexico.
Citizens here
Well-
that can stay here.
Are they citizens?
How would you know that?
How do you know that?
I can't assume that they're not citizens. If someone's here, I just
So
assume they're citizens
maybe
until I
you
have
need to go
evidence.
down there
How
and
do I know
find
you're?
out.
How do I know you're a citizen?
Because my dad served in the United States Army.
That doesn't
What if
mean
their
you're a
parents served in the United States?
I'm a
Army?
citizen.
How do I know you are compared to them?
Exactly.
So then, should we send you back to wherever you're at?
Because I'm white. That's why. Because I'm white. That's what she's saying. She's saying the quiet part. She's saying the quiet part. She really want to say it out loud. She got her hands up in the air like, look at me. Why would I not be American? But look at them. It might be illegal. This is crazy, man. This is some top-notch stuff. And she says her calling card for her definitely being an American is because her dad served in the Army. Who gives a fuck about that? You know, they lie to like folks that come from like undocumented people. They lie to them to get them to join the military and tell them that they'll get citizenship after they serve. I've seen so many dudes that I served with get deported. As soon as they got out, got deported. Especially when Trump came around, they were deporting their ass. As soon as they was getting off the base, they getting their DD-214 about to leave. Motherfucking state police already outside. You getting deported, bro. They got to transfer you to the federal government. They gonna get your ass up out of there. I done seen that shit happen like 3 fucking times, man. So I don't like, baby girl, it don't matter if your daddy served in the military. That don't mean nothing. And the legal person could serve in the military, have a family, have some kids and all that shit. And when he get out, they gonna take his ass home too. Like, they don't care about that.
Sisters are.
Where am I? I'm in the United States of
So are
America.
they.
So where are they? I'm not talking to
They're in the
you,
United
by the
States
way.
of America.
That's
I'm
fine.
not talking to you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I appreciate that too.
All right.
Tracy,
I've never seen you.
sleep in.
I'm gonna talk to you.
You can't.
My dad served the United States Army
We appreciate
and fought for our country.
We appreciate that.
That's right.
That's
I have
to
Agent
allow
Orange,
certain
by the
freedoms
way,
in
you
this
little
country.
millennial.
And you can't
You're a fucking millennial.
Agent Orange, is that a euphemism, Tracy?
Smiling.
Tracy.
Keep smiling.
Tracy.
My dad, I have
wasn't
Agent
talking.
Orange. I have Agent Orange in my bloodstream.
Okay.
You weren't even born when my dad served our country.
Correct. You are
Correct.
You are more
Correct.
She talking like she did something. You know, my dad. It's like, baby girl, we don't. Man, look, I'm surprised they dealing with her drunk ass like this, man. It's too many chances being given.
So you got me on video?
Yes.
All right, I'm not talking to you anymore.
But you keep
I'm not
talking to
talking to
him.
you. You're a little millennial.
All right. So
I ain't no millennial was the
you're being
insult.
cited for disorderly conduct. It's a must appear. Okay. So June 18th, you have to go to the Northfield Police Department and talk to them about your
Didi
behavior.
Mao. Didi Mao.
Don't know what you're saying.
I'm saying Didi Mao is Vietnamese for get out.
Okay. Fair enough.
This cop so perfectly sums up this entire.
Like, what the hell was that? I'm gonna let old girl give her breakdown, but that's funny. Karen. And look, and that's how they be acting in front of the cops, and they be talking about other folks. Like, please stop talking about other folks. And they were so nice and polite. Nice and polite.
Come here legally argument because MAGA and Trump have normalized racial profiling while pretending it's all about the law. But yet there is no way to tell if someone is legal or not by just simply looking at them. And that's why I loved so much when the cop asked her, how do we know you're legal? How do we know you're a citizen? Maybe you should go back to where your ancestors are from. Because we don't know if she's legal. None of us do. Because citizenship, visas, legal status, none of that is visible. And when people say, we only care about legal immigration, what they actually mean is we feel completely entitled to profile, question, and harass certain people based on how they look. And that, my friends, is the real Trump derangement syndrome. When people convince themselves that—
It ain't even just Trump derangement syndrome, because we just watched that last video, man. There were white dudes walking through a white neighborhood and they called the police on their ass. Oh, it must be some junkie boys or something, because they know what they got in their community too. Lady gets spooked, call the police. Police come out there like, yeah, woo. It ain't just the Trump motherfuckers. This is in all, man, shit. Now, I don't mean to say all, but it's in a lot of people. It's in a lot of people.
their hatred is patriotic because their dear leader told them so.
Turn up. That was pretty good, man. Karen was tripping. That was pretty good. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I ran across that one the earlier day and I was like, damn. It's like, okay now. But yeah, y'all Karens need to calm down and chill the fuck out, because y'all be causing problems around here. Y'all be causing too many problems, and y'all be getting some people hurt, man. Y'all be getting some people really, really, really hurt. And it ain't a cool thing. It ain't a cool thing. And it's just amazing that we allow that shit to keep going on, man. It's amazing that we keep allowing that shit to go on, because that ain't it. But look, man, we gonna end that on how much time we got? Yeah, we got a little time. I'm gonna give y'all a funny one, man. We gotta get a funny one. We gotta get a funny one in. And since I skipped Reese earlier, I'm gonna get Reese in here right now. Cause yeah, I'm just gonna slide him in here real quick. Like, we can get to him real fast. Man, which one I want though, man? Cause all of them gonna be funny. And matter of fact, yeah, we can do that one, because like, people need to understand this about this AI stuff, man. And the police gonna be the ones enforcing this shit, y'all. They gonna be enforcing this shit. They gonna be knocking on y'all doors, man. They gonna be knocking on y'all doors. So look, man, we gonna get this one. It's gonna be a little funny, but it's gonna talk to you about the dangers of this AI. Because I be seeing some people talk about, oh, man, AI. Pay attention now. You gonna have the police knocking at your door. And I think what is that? Viper. Shout out to Viper. See you up in the chat. I saw Paul Brown in here too. I ain't miss you. Yeah, let's jump into this, man. This might be the last one for the night. But hopefully it's funny. But pay attention, man. Look, pay attention because they talking about that AI. That AI. I'm gonna be that old man talking about that shit. And shout out to It's Reese. Shout out to him for the video.
So, very, very peculiar. Peppermill has this pretty sophisticated artificial intelligence software that analyzes faces of previous trespassers, and they get a 100% match on this guy who, whenever they trespassed him before, presented an ID that had a different name. They look like the same exact guy.
I'm not Mike. I don't know nothing about Mike.
So either he is who he says he is, and he's not have ever actually trespassed, which I doubt because their software is pretty cool, and the fact that he's acting super suspicious. I'll be 100% honest. It could legitimately be you have a doppelganger running around.
Well, unless I've gone crazy, I'm pretty sure it's not me.
Nightmare becomes reality at a Reno, Nevada casino when AI facial recognition technology misidentifies someone, leading to a wrongful arrest and lands an innocent man behind bars.
Wow. What good is the ID then? Why do I even carry that mother?
The following is based on official police
This is scary for me. I get told I look like a lot of people. I'm fucked. If this is how the officers are arresting people, I'm in trouble because I look like
Reese, you don't look like a lot of people, man. You look just like you, bruh. You look just like you, bruh. I ain't seen nobody else that look like you, Reese.
like everybody. I get compared to so many different people.
records, and the footage has never been seen before until
Hey, hold
now.
on. He said he get compared to. I'm sorry, Reese. I got to do it to you, man. I got to do it to you. Where's
The
that?
lie detector test determined that was a lie.
All right, let's get back into the video.
Please note that all persons charged with a crime, trespasser has unlawfully returned to the casino. They report that they have the man in custody, but he's claiming to go by an entirely different name than the man they've previously trespassed. Officer Richard Jagger arrives at the casino at 5:48 a.m.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
The man declaring his relief at the sight of the officer is 40-year-old Jason Killinger, who is accused of trespassing at the Peppermill Casino.
So what's going on?
So we got this system generated alert, prior trespasser.
Okay.
And we made contact and arrested him, and he claimed that wasn't him. And
What does my
so
name
we're just
say
trying
on that
to
ID?
fix you guys to find crime if it's him or not.
So what's the issue, you guys? Did he have a different driver's license or a secondary one, or has he got more property than just this one?
It's just that those effects right there, and that's it.
1 second, pal.
But no other forms of identification. Things in his pocket.
You guys ran this information through our dispatch?
Through your guys' dispatch? No. But after hours, comes back as that being who he says he is on his ID, but that's what we went off right there.
Yeah, and this is one of those things, you guys have this fancy software that does all this stuff, so it's like...
Officer, what's your name?
The officer don't even know what's going on. He talking about all this fancy software. Come on, dummy. You don't know that the software worked.
1 second, man.
That is true.
A few months earlier, a man named Michael had been trespassed from the casino for sleeping on the premises.
All right, man. So this is who you are?
Yes. What your Miss Jagger is your first name or last name?
Last name.
All right, Mr. Jagger. Yes, that is who I am. I drive the semis for UPS. I am not Mike. I don't know nothing about Mike. I'm a craps player here. Look, there's my socks for.
Okay.
UPS.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. That picture with his face in there still too. Somebody get a hat. Get a hat from around here and let's put it on his head and make him turn to the back. It kind of look like him. But it kind of look like him, but the name don't match. So I would let him go. But I can see it. I can see it. I notice when they look, I can see it, y'all.
Yes. Can you please? You got a gun here. Will you please take me out of these cuffs? My shoulders are killing me.
You're gonna sit there for a minute, man. So When he gave you this information, did you guys verify it against an ID, or how does that work?
So in that report there's an ID on there as well. I can show you that one.
Okay.
Jason, a long combination vehicle driver, had been playing craps until about 3 a.m. when he decided to leave the Pepper Mill and go to the Atlantis casino.
Normal.
On his way out, he stopped at a blackjack machine and started playing. There, he was approached by a security guard who addressed him as Mike. When Jason clarified that he was not Mike and presented the guard with his driver's license, the guard apologized and walked away. However, as Jason attempted to leave, he was surrounded by security guards and handcuffed. He was told that he was under arrest for trespassing.
I just need a break. My shoulder's killing me. So that's the ID that he presented. All B.
Look at the nose.
Look at the nose. Fuck is you, Mari Povich? He said, look at the nose. What are you identifying if you're the father?
Yeah.
We going by nose and not identification.
Oh, Lord.
Birth certificate, photo ID. We're going by facial recognition, his nose.
Huh. Weird. Very weird. Let me snap a picture of that. I'll run both names.
The casino's AI facial recognition software positively identified Jason.
They do look alike. I ain't even trying to be racist.
I ain't either.
They look similar.
They could be like, if they the same person, they must be brothers. Like, bruh, they do look alike. One of them, that face is a little bit fatter, but I guess they can say maybe he lost some weight. But he looks similar, man. That's what I said, man. Somebody go get a hat. Go get a hat and bring it in here, and let's put it on him. That's funny, man. Like, they do look alike, man.
I could see easily how they could get this messed up, but if gentleman Jason here got his own ID and his ID is registered in a database and it's not a fake ID, why would we be arresting him?
Take him on, let him go.
The man they had trespassed.
Let me step out this way. I get better reception.
Yeah. The only thing that was weird is to go out, lift him up and see how tall he is. Yeah. That's obvious. That says he's 5'9", and that says 6'1". Yeah.
This isn't the only difference between Michael and Jason's IDs.
Damn.
Jason is listed as 7 years younger than Michael and says that he weighs 50 pounds more. As well, the signatures are different. In his report, Officer Jagger wrote, quote, "The associated demographics on each driver's license were fairly similar, with the only major distinction being hazel and blue eyes, which are by their very nature similar eye colors and are dependent upon lighting."
And the pictures are very, I mean, the nose.
Right, and then we have our new system, our new facial recognition system, and that's what it's telling us. It's telling us that it's looking at it, and it's doing that. And then there was another one that came up when he was at our TRK, which is one of our better cameras. This was right before we arrested him. We looked at it and said, that's him. And it came up
100%. Okay.
100% match.
Yeah. So the software is saying it, it's legit.
I hate this guy.
Right. And it's
so he
pretty damn accurate.
So either he presented a fake identification the first time, or he's presenting it now. Right. Even if he had a twin, it wouldn't be 100% on the facial, right?
I wouldn't think so, but I don't know, because they say twins share DNA, right?
But
I guess it depends upon if they're identical.
I've seen identical twins where it's like moms can tell them apart. Right. So
the other thing that kind of made us feel suspicious, or us managers, was right after our officers made contact and they saw.
But think about what the original guy did, the one who they think he is. They trespassed him because he fell asleep in there. So all of this because the guy came back that fell asleep in the casino.
The ID that he's presenting today, and they're like, okay, it's not the same guy. He immediately gets up and starts
like he was in there
stealing
money or something.
I'm like, okay.
Y'all, they really act like he was in there counting cars, like touching the waitresses or something. Like all this for a guy that you suspect was the guy that fell asleep in there. It's amazing what people do with their time when they got time on their hands. Because this right here is something that I wouldn't be doing.
If it really wasn't him, why is he running?
Why is he getting ready to leave?
Jason would later
Maybe he was
explain that
getting ready to
earlier that
leave.
night he'd played at the Legends Bay Casino, the Nugget Casino, and the El Dorado Casino before arriving at the Peppermill around
Yeah, he hitting all
11:30
of
p.m. He claimed that each time he was up $200, he would move on to a new casino. And
200.
just before his arrest, he had made $200. He also estimated that prior to the 16th, he had gambled hundreds of times at the Peppermill without incident. After speaking with the Peppermill employee, Officer Jagger calls to check the police records.
What's going on? I have a precarious situation. Trying to positively identify somebody who may or may have or may be using a fake ID. So I've got 2 names, 2 Nevada driver's license numbers and all that.
Did you run the license and see if something popped up? Because if something popped up, it ain't fake, nigga. like I'm trying to figure this out. Does he not know how to be a cop? Run the name. If you don't know how to do it on your computer, call your dispatch and just run the name in. Like you all the way outside in your car. You could have did that shit inside, bro. I know he said he was going for better reception. Like, come on, man.
If there's a chance I could have you run both and see if any of them come back and maybe send me pictures in an email of what their IDs come back as.
Emails. Just tell you if it's real.
That is super weird. Do you see resemblance in those?
Dude, if the ID comes back real, you can't say that he gave you a fake one before because the fake one wouldn't come back as real. So if you got a real one right now, that's probably the real guy. That's not the guy that you're looking for. I didn't see the cops run fake IDs before. It ain't no. Give me a real ID. Like, if they both came back real, then obviously that's definitely not him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
But yeah,
These folks stupid, man.
yeah.
That's super weird.
Really?
So I have a feeling these are both the same guy.
Why would they both be verifiable IDs?
But he has different IDs. That's crazy. Because their software here, they have.
This motherfucker super detective. He think he James Bond in the next 007 movie. Da-da-da-da. I found somebody that's got 2 identical IDs. Well, 2 IDs that are legit, but say 2 different names. And it's running in our system. This dude's stupid, man. This is a stupid cop. This is a stupid cop, and the security guard was stupid too, because they asked him in the beginning too. These are stupid people. You think you just found a dude that literally in the United States of America that ain't out here doing some silent murking, working as a, come into town, leave out of town, got multiple IDs type stuffs, and they all are verified in our system? You think you caught that guy? Or maybe you could just be making a mistake. It's just 2 people that kind of look similar to each other, and this is not the guy because his ID says it. This is, man, goddamn, Inspector Gadget round here, y'all.
Facial recognition software here at the Peppermill, and he came back as 100% match for the.
It was 99.9%.
Trespassed.
Yeah.
So this is definitely a weird one. So I have a feeling he's somehow making some fake identification or something, but. I mean, if you're pulling them up, then they're legitimate.
Then they're different
they're both for the DMV at least.
They're normal.
Somehow able to get them.
With this discovery that both Michael and Jason's IDs are legitimate, Officer Jagger calls his supervisor. Once again,
hey, with that image right there, I'll be like, man, they probably brothers or cousins. I would not think they're the same person. Looking at these IDs. Now, before when he was holding that paper up, that black and white paper, he looked very similar. But if he had pictures of these IDs right here, and he's still about to do what I think he's about to do, which is arrest him. Like, bro, nah, bro. This is a dummy. This is a dummy in a uniform. But either way, though, let's see what he do.
Explaining that the Peppermill's AI technology came back with a 100% match that Jason and Michael are the same person.
Then this guy that they have now detained presents a different ID with a different name, Jason Killinger, and that has a matching photo for him now.
Crazy.
I mean, the photos are different photos, but they look like the same exact guy. The only difference is one has a chin goatee. But definitely super weird. So all of these driver's licenses are both valid. So either he is who he says he is, and he's not actually ever actually trespassed, which I doubt because their software is pretty cool. And the fact that he's acting super suspicious.
He's not even doing shit.
Two, I just have a feeling
we going about feelings.
Somehow maybe he's got a hookup with the DMV where he's got 2 different driver's licenses that are registered with the Department of Motor Vehicles.
Now we going by your feelings.
With different names and dates of birth. So I guess I'll arrest him on that and then just list him as a John Doe and then have him booked in for a wins check. Alrighty, well that solves that.
Boy, it's terrible, bro. I ain't gonna lie. No, I'm gonna let him cook, but damn. That's so fucked up right there. Either way, though, go laugh, Reese, because this is funny.
The worst detective work of all time. Well, it's solved. He just did the worst criminal check ever. Well, we solved it. Man said, I feel he got a hookup at the DMV. Well, I solved it. He's a fucking dickhead.
So you guys got a complaint?
Yeah, well, we filled out for you.
And then
statement and all that good stuff.
Statement already done.
Like, yeah, I shouldn't be laughing, but that is funny right there, man. Because I'm like, this is terrible police work, and it's fine, and we're watching it in real time. Well, not real time, but real time over here. Like, Jesus, damn. Hey, damn. Look, don't the IDs say different heights? Can you at least check his height first? It's like, can you eliminate every possibility that is not the guy before you just automatically assume it is the guy? Nope. We did enough. That's crazy, man. Like, dude, and there's people walking around here that are cops that do that shit, and you can get snatched the fuck up. And that's why I don't understand why people don't have an issue with this, because they've been doing this. They doing it to another white person. Look at this. Sucker punch one. And lied on a girl, but she did break the law. And then you got, man, this is crazy.
He talking his shit too easy peasy. And said, I feel he got a hookup at the DMV. Well, I solved it. He's a fucking dickhead.
So you guys got a complaint?
Yeah, well, we filled out for you.
And then
we got the statement and all that good stuff.
Statement already done.
He's talking about he talking his shit too easy peasy. He's so fucking wrong. He annoying.
Got a complaint?
Yeah, well, we filled out for you.
And then
we got the statement and all that good stuff.
Statement already done. Easy peasy. So right now, because I can't identify you, man, it's weird. Because essentially it looks like you have 2 names. I don't know, man. So I can't identify you. Unfortunately, that means that they can't cite you.
Officer Jagger collects Jason's things, which includes his driver's license, a Peppermill player's card in the name Jason Killinger, and a debit card from his credit union in the name of Jason Killinger.
You can't be cited, then you...
He just ignoring his debit card with his name on it.
Are arrested. So
I'm arrested?
Yep, I'm going to
jail?
Yep.
Are you?
Bro, this is like the worst. Dude, I remember I got a video that I might cover. I don't know, y'all, but I'll tell y'all ahead of time real quick. It's a guy got arrested in Florida. I'm not Florida, but Chicago. I think it was Chicago. And they said there's a big issue going on up there where they're arresting people that are legal gun owners, and they have their gun cards on them, and they still arrest them. The cop said this guy didn't have his card on him, so that they would have never known that he was actually legally to carry. They inventoried his goddamn card. It is like, what? So you saying we couldn't pull him up in the system to know if he could carry a gun, but we inventoried his legal card to carry a gun. It's like we locked him up because we couldn't verify his identification, but you got his card, his bank card. Bro, this is top-notch policing right here. This is top-notch, man. You can't get no better than this, man. And they talk about incompetency, man. They talk about some DEI and shit. Okay. Well, I don't know what the fuck this
I'm
is.
not a joker, man. So you'll be arrested and you'll get fingerprinted up at the jail, and then they'll be able to discern your identity and what the mix-up is with this stuff. I'll be
The only mix-up
100%
is
honest. It could legitimately be you have a doppelganger running around, but they are strikingly similar and enough. Their fancy AI technology that reads faces. No, it says it's a 100% match. But at this point, our hands are tied because, you know, a reasonable and prudent person would, based off the software, based off the pictures, based off even your driver's license.
No, dude. I think me and Reese are both reasonable people, and we don't believe that. I don't know about y'all in the chat, but we don't believe that that's him. That's him. We use our brain, you know, the thing that's in our head that helps us think, breathe, eat, all that shit. You know, we would use that. You ain't using yours right now, buddy. No reasonable person. No, that's not reasonable.
Picture, make the reasonable conclusion that all three are the same person, just two different IDs with two different names.
At the back of the IDs, because I have all the endorsements except for motorcycle and hazmat.
Okay.
Other than that, I got all the endorsements.
But that's the thing is
his a CDL?
So that's the thing is it's either someone else is using your stuff or you're using somebody else's stuff. And unfortunately, you look too much like the guy in that picture, so much so that the fancy computer that does all the face scanning of everybody who walks in this casino makes the same determination that my feeble human brain does. So.
Jason's ID is a Nevada Real ID driver's license. In order to obtain a Nevada Real ID driver's license,
Yeah, he got a real ID. Is it a star? Because you can't even take a flight right now without a real ID, and they calling his the real one. So he got extra information, not even a driver's license. He got the CDL version of a license.
person must present themselves at the DMV with proof of identity such as a birth certificate or a current U.S. passport or U.S. passport card, a social security card, and 2 documents proving Nevada residence.
I can't believe I'm going through this. All I want to do is...
It's crazy because I'm like, he really is assuming that somebody somehow got a hookup at the DMV and brought in all these multiple documents and got 2 different IDs. And then the CDL, like Reese said, you got to have more information to come in because they ain't giving out CDL license like that. You got to have the paperwork, the license that you actually got it, certificate and shit, and show that before you can even get a CDL given to you. You should see what it takes for me to get a military tag on the back of my car. I'd be like, man, look, I ain't bringing all that. I ain't bringing DD-214 and shit up in here. I can show you the picture on Facebook. How about that? Cause I don't even know where I put that shit. So I'm like, nah, man, I ain't doing all that. But these guys are top-notch police, man. Top-notch. Well, this guy's a top-notch police, and those some top-notch securities at the casino in Nevada. Yeah, I don't plan on ever gambling at that shit. I do want to try their buffets out there. I heard they got some good buffets out there.
Play some goddamn dice and make some money.
Yeah.
If I got a check stub from my work.
A check stub?
Yeah, would that prove it to you guys?
Honestly, man,
no.
The only way is can you get your fingerprint?
Later, Jason would reveal that along with a check stub in his vehicle, he also had a current vehicle registration for his car in his name, a Department of Transportation medical card, a Teamsters Local 533 union card, and a valid vehicle insurance card, all in his name. Officer Jagger's police report would later state that, quote, due to John Doe having conflicting identification, he lacked satisfactory evidence
Cap.
to reasonably assure me that he
Easy open and close case. He could get some money for this.
was who he claimed to be.
Easy sue. Easy sue.
Yeah, it's one of those, like I said, man, if it turns out that it's not you,
Easy sue.
it's one of those ones you can call the director and be like, hey, man, your software is made it a critical error.
This is what my tax dollar.
No, it's not the software made a critical error. You made a critical error because, yeah, the software can mess up from time to time, but you're acting on it. You're the one putting them in the back of the car. You're the one taking them to jail. Yeah, you can blame the software for getting it wrong, but you use your goddamn common sense. Who made the computer? People. Human beings made the computer. The computer can get it wrong. People get shit wrong every day, and you getting it wrong right now. You and the computer. Damn.
It's not built for comfort. It's not built for comfort, pal. Very sorry.
It's obviously not built for criminals either, because you just arresting innocent folks.
Before he leaves, another officer arrives at the casino, and Officer Jagger takes the opportunity to once again explain the situation.
It's super weird. This poor guy might be like legitimately somebody else, and something else. I don't know. It's weird.
Soon, Officer Jagger begins the drive to the Washoe County Detention Facility.
I'll be honest, I don't know what to think because usually those systems are pretty good. Like, we've used those systems in the past to catch homicide suspects.
Sure.
So like,
he said he don't know what to think, but you taking him to jail, so obviously we know what you think. You think he is that guy. You think he is that guy, because otherwise you wouldn't be doing this right now.
like they're fairly reliable. So if it comes back, you know, one angle on your face, it was 99%. The other one was 100%.
Is that right?
Yeah. So it's like, it says that you're that guy.
Well, unless I've gone crazy, I'm pretty sure it's not me.
Yeah. You seem like a stand-up guy, and there's probably a really terrible case of mistaken identity.
I've been arrested. I've never been arrested. Never, not once. What the good is the ID then? Why do I even carry that mother?
Great questions from a normal civilian that's frustrated that the system is letting him down.
That one young security guard, man, like a robot. That's what pisses me off, is because they don't think, you know. It's like, well, this is what I was taught. Use your head. And then people aren't smart enough to think for themselves. They're just not.
Fortunately, it's the world we live in.
Yeah. Well, he's saying unfortunately, it's the world we live in. You one of them, buddy. Like, what are you talking about? You're one of them. You ain't using your head right now.
Says the officer who not using his head at all. He just letting
you
got a pretty cool system here.
If all goes well, you should be out of those cuffs in the next, hopefully, 8 to 10 minutes.
Okay, good. All because some that looks like me was sleeping in the casino. It's not me.
Despite Jason's continued protests, Officer Jagger hands him off to the jail staff. Jason's fingerprints were soon submitted for analysis.
Best of luck, man. Sorry.
That's all right.
Yeah, so
That's weird.
It's super weird. So it's one of those ones like
No, these one. Nope. It's weird. It's weird. Ain't nobody gonna even look at it, man. Try to figure it the fuck out, man, because he might have brought somebody in there that's innocent, man. Y'all just automatically assume that anybody they bring in there did it. Review his information, bro.
I genuinely, I kind of believe him.
Yeah.
It wasn't long before the fingerprint analysis conclusively established that Jason had been telling the truth all along, and he was in fact Jason Killinger.
Yay!
Later that same day, around 4 p.m., Jason was released from the
How long was he in there? They said it would have been 10 minutes.
jail on his own recognizance. The day after his release,
Let me see. Is this 7 o'clock? I don't know.
and he was in fact Jason Killinger. Later that same day, around 4 p.m., Jason was released from the jail on his...
Nah, he was in there longer than 10 minutes, y'all. It was like early morning. It looked like it was like early morning. Because it said he left, he went to all them other clubs, and he ended up in that club at 3. So when the cop showed up, it was still dark. And when he brought him to the jail, then it was light out. So I think that was early in the morning. Maybe 7 o'clock, 7-ish maybe. If he got out at 4, he sat in that hole for a hot minute. It wasn't no 10 minutes. It wasn't no, it wasn't no 10 minutes, y'all. It wasn't no 10 minutes.
Own recognizance. The day after his release on September 18th, 2023, he went to renowned Urgent Care Vista, where he was diagnosed with a strain of both the right and left shoulder and contusions on both wrists. On July 30th,
Oh my goodness, they hurt his shoulders and his wrists. Sue them fucker.
2000.
Yes.
He told him twice. that, like, hey, and can you get me out these cuffs, man? My shoulders and everything. You got the security guard in there. He'd be fine. You think the dude James Bourne or something?
Wrists. On July 30th,
Oh my goodness, they hurt his shoulders and his wrists. Sue them fucker.
2000.
Yes, he did sue.
In 2025, Jason filed a complaint in federal court against Reno police officer Richard Jagger. While at the jail and after his identity had been confirmed, his arrest papers were changed from John Doe to Jason Killinger. The federal complaint states that this meant Jason would be prosecuted for trespassing, even though Michael had been the only one who was trespassed. According to the complaint, Jason's charge of trespassing was eventually dismissed. However, he now has a criminal record.
So they still try to run his name. They still try to run him through the mud because the cop wrote the... these district attorneys, man, they just be signing shit. As soon as they see it, it's just like, yep, 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 yep. Did you read the case? That's what I'm trying to tell folks, man. These folks are incompetent, man. And they be talking about other folks. They be talking about other folks all the time, bro. These folks are incompetent, man.
Michael had been the only one who was trespassed. According to the complaint, Jason's charge of trespassing was eventually dismissed. However, he now has a criminal record. According to the complaint, facial recognition technology has led to wrongful arrests in Louisiana, New Jersey, Maryland, and Texas. Many cities now conclude that for an arrest, there has to be some kind of secondary corroborating evidence that is unrelated before there can be sufficient justification to arrest. Jason Killinger's case remains ongoing. If you'd like to see
They are pissing me off. Let me see what the streets gotta say. Worst part about this is the officer first instinct is that the AI is infallible. We're effed. Didn't know AI was federally accepted form of identification. That cop is 100% matched with a moron. Twins share DNA. Yeah, no fucking way, man. He still has a criminal record over a false arrest. Sue. Treated as guilty until proven innocent. This dude would drive off a cliff if his GPS told him. Cook.
Comment section be killing, y'all. Folks in the comment section be killing, man. Nah, man, that is messed up. It is an easy lawsuit. I think that's actually an easy lawsuit. You know, the civil rights lawyer was talking about that Fourth Amendment violation with the cops standing in the garage. I think old buddy right here got a better chance of winning some money. To be honest with you, and obviously the guy that got his eye squished up like a grape, like they said, he obviously got his $4 million. That was actually crazy because they actually gave him more than they give people for getting shot in the back running from the cops. They just punched him in the eye. He lost his eye, but you know, at least he didn't lose his life. But yeah, this one right here, man. Look, man, y'all gotta be aware of that AI, man. And people, I've been noticing that a lot of people do not know how to tell if something is AI or not. So I'm gonna give y'all some tips real quick. Like, look at the background first, because obviously every video is designed to make sure you look at what's in the center, what they want you to look at. Check the background and see if people moving first. You know, if their hands are going up and down and shit, they're doing stuff. And then on the main thing you're looking at, check the hands too. Like, I'd be surprised if people be like, they say real videos are AI now, and then they say AI videos are not AI. I'm looking at them because I see them in the comment section because I be uploading some of them shits. I'm like, I cannot tell. I'm like, this shit is pretty obvious. Just pay attention. But obviously, just like this cop should have paid attention to. He should have paid attention. But this AI, look, man, it's gonna be a problem. I know a lot of people, they love it. They think it's great. If it's used the right way, it is. But you know what they said in Spider-Man, man, with great power comes great responsibility. We got a lot of ignorant folks in this country. We got a lot of ignorant folks in this country. We just got done watching one of them right now. And yeah, it's gonna be a problem. Watch out for the AI, but watch out for stupid cops like this too, man. But they've been around forever. Look, man, that's gonna be the end of the night, yeah, man. That's gonna be the end of the night, man. I need to cook something. I need to eat something, y'all. We about to get back to the grind, back to doing what we do around here, man. We finally out of YouTube jail, you know, got into it again for y'all that didn't know. But yeah, man, we about to rock and roll. And I hope y'all keep rocking with your boy. Keep supporting what we doing around here. Cause I actually enjoy this shit. Whether y'all know it or not, I enjoy doing this shit. But yeah, man, hit that like, hit that subscribe, share, turn them notifications on. Make sure you click all. Whether you watch over on Let's Talk with JVJ on Facebook, JVJ Network, or Let's Talk with JVJ on YouTube. Yeah, do that for your boy. We trying to grow. Help a boy out. But yeah, man, look, y'all be safe. We got the holidays coming up. I know some of y'all celebrate them things. So I'm gonna tell y'all ahead of time to be safe. when it comes to that. But I'll tell y'all again right before we get to it, man. Yeah, we gonna get up out of here, and I'll catch y'all on the next one as always, man. Peace.
Don't tell me about me. Stop telling 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 me about me. I don't need you to tell me about me.